What's up, y'all? This your girl Breezy with another video. Okay, so I'm gonna come clean. I'm late. I know I'm late, but I'm gonna make up for it because I'm literally gonna post 2 and 3 within the same time frame. Okay, so we at P Valley, baby. We season 2. This is episode 2. Okay, so it's titled 7 Pounds of Pressure. So let's get into it. Okay, so y'all remember the last episode I told y'all that they were trying to do some auditions at the Paint. They trying to get in some new talent, bring in some new money, you know, get the Paint back up and going, right? So today is the day they got auditions, okay? This is when we first meet Big Bone, which is, I can't even think the girl name, but she's like a model or something like that. Whisper and Roulette. Okay, so keep those names in mind. So the auditions were a little interesting, right? All the girls was in there pulling out their best tricks and all this kind of stuff. Now, baby Big Bone can't climb a pole worth a darn, child. She up there, she looked like probably what I would look like trying to climb a pole, child. But you know, she got the body, right? She got the body for dancing and whatnot. So, you know, they still gonna possibly give her a chance. Who knows? So another good part of tea about this is Big Bone is actually the baby mama of Diamond in real life. I can't think of the girl name for nothing in the world. Real pretty girl, nice little body. She is, they're together now, baby mama, girlfriend, you know, whatever the title is, child. Anyway, so they get to picking, right? So the people on the panel are gonna be Mercedes, Clifford, and Autumn. So Autumn picked Big Bone because she thinks she's stacked. She thinks she'll be good at the bar, at the club. But Mercedes is not convinced because she's like, girl, you got to do more than just be thick to bring money up in here. You got to be able to do the pole too. But Autumn, for some reason, really want her, so Big Bone gonna be in the bar. I don't know if the girl can bartend. I don't think she know if the girl can bartend. I don't think it matters because, you know, if you're in a strip club, they're not really looking for any type of technical drinks or whatnot, baby. They're just looking for some drinks, okay? Okay, so Autumn, she really want Big Bone because she got the look, right? She got the look that'll be popular at a strip club. And like I was saying before, strip clubs ain't necessarily looking for like bartenders that can make special drinks and stuff. All you really need to be able to do is like give them a beer and pour a shot of Henny or whatever, right? Okay. So Mercedes ends up picking Whisper and Roulette. So y'all know Gidget is no longer at the Paint. And Keyshawn, aka Mississippi, she's doing her own thing. She's like, you know, the internet dancer. She's like an internet sensation or whatever. So Mercedes basically needs another triple threat, because that was her Mississippi and Gidget. And so she was basically trying to replicate what she did before. So anyway, that's who they picked out of all the auditions, child. And when y'all watch, y'all gonna see all of the stuff that went on auditions, baby. It was wow, okay? All right, so next scene, we talking about Keyshawn, aka Mississippi, okay? Y'all excuse this nose ring. It look like I'm picking in my nose, but I'm not. But it's weird how it's in there. Anyway, so Keyshawn is home with her baby daddy. And basically this scene is Keyshawn's boo, Derek, is talking to the police chief. Now, y'all remember they got into a fight over at murder night, right? So Diamond got the best of him. And you know, Diamond pulled a gun on him. I'm sorry. Diamond was about to finish him off, for real. And Mississippi pulled a gun on Diamond to try and protect her baby daddy. So we're going to say that her and Diamond probably ain't on the best terms right now. So anyway, Derek is talking to the police chief. And he's basically like, look, I'm going to press charges against dude. You know, he assaulted me. And the police chief is like, look, from what I heard, y'all both was fighting. And so if I charge one, I'm going to charge both. So that pissed him off, right? So baby started crying, and he goes in and tend to the baby. So Keyshawn gets to talking to the police chief. Now, I don't know if y'all paid attention to prior episodes, but the police chief noticed the wanted sign. So Haley's ex, and I don't know if I can call him the husband, but Haley's ex-dude, or the dude she was messing around with, put out some flyers, like missing flyers, because y'all remember she ran away. She left. It was a flood and all of that, and she left, and the baby died, so she just kind of ran away and started a new identity, and she was starting to funnel money from the account. So anyway, the man put the thing out, wanted, and the girl name is Haley, right? So the police chief saw that, and so when he was there with Keyshawn, he was like, hey, the girl Autumn, what's her real name? And so, interestingly enough, even though Keyshawn is not at P-Valley no more, she still didn't tell the girl business, which I thought was dope. And she said, if you want to know a stripper name, you don't ask, they'll tell you. So I thought that was really cool that she didn't give it up, because yeah, she know her name. But yeah, so he wasn't able to put the two together because she wouldn't tell who the name was, okay? So now, we back at the pink, all right? The two new girls we just talked about, right? Whisper and Roulette, right? So they practicing. Y'all know Mercedes' shoulder's still acting a fool, right? Still doing all of this or whatever, rubbing her shoulder and stuff. So obviously there's something wrong with her shoulder, and we're going to figure that out in a little bit of what it is, right? So she got down on the pole, child, and she messed around her arm, got to hurt, and she jumped down. The girls was like, Mama, do you want me to go get you some green rubbing alcohol or no? Mercedes gets pissed. Now, anybody black, well, I don't know about any other races, but black folks know when you go to your grandmama's house in the country, you gonna see some green rubbing alcohol. That's for real. You gonna see that. And so when they said, Mama, you want me to go get you some green rubbing alcohol, she took it as the girls calling her old. So Mercedes is pissed, very pissed about that, right? I don't need no green alcohol, okay? But anyway, after that, there's another scene in the paint. So, y'all remember Corbin, right? And Corbin is the illegitimate son of the cotton farm dudes, right? And so he comes in because he's trying to strike another deal with Clifford to buy the paint, because what they want to see, the Kyle Farms still wants to get the property because they're hoping that Promised Land is still gonna come. But y'all remember, Clifford put a halt to that because he got Mercedes' mama to get all the church Bible Belt people to come up and make it be a vote for Promised Land to come. But in their mind, they think it still may happen. So they come, Corbin and Andre come down there to try and strong arm Clifford and Autumn, Haley, into selling the paint. Well, they was like, nah. Because I think he offered them $500,000, and they was like, nah, this is worth more than $500,000. So obviously Corbin was salty about that. And he was like, look, I don't really feel like y'all realize that y'all ain't gonna be able to sustain. It's COVID. Ain't nobody coming to the strip club in COVID, child. And Clifford is like, the paint gonna always be open. Find your way. Okay? So next scene. Yeah. Next scene. Where we at? Okay. So we talked about that, right? Corbin and Andre still trying to get the paint, and they was like, nah, we ain't selling. So the grand opening. Okay. So y'all know the paint is basically trying to get the grand reopening going. Well, Cliff will call it the grand reopening. I don't know how many reads and respect, child. But they want to reopen the paint with new talent. They renovating in there. They cleaning up. They want to make everything look good. They totally renovated the Paradise Room. Y'all know the Paradise Room is where they shot Old Boy. But remember, in the prior season, it didn't confirm who exactly shot him. So as of now, don't nobody know. But anyway, and Clifford is pissed. He's like, well, why would you do it so soon? It's like this week. He said, we ain't even got time to clean. We got stuff to do. It's too soon. And Haley is like, Haley, Autumn, I don't know which one y'all want me to call her, so I'm gonna just keep calling her Autumn, okay? So Autumn is like, look, we need to bring in some money. Y'all done spend all this money and put all this money up, and we ain't bringing in no money. We need to open up. Just so happened, the day he want to open is Clifford's 40th birthday. Well, Clifford ain't excited about his 40th birthday. He don't want to party about it. He don't want to do nothing. He is just not excited about it. And I think that's with everybody that does milestone birthdays, there's a level of apprehension to it and celebration to it. But Clifford just really is not a fan of his birthday or this birthday. And I don't know if it's all birthdays or just 40. Who knows? But I know when you turn 40, sometimes you got a whole lot of thoughts going on. You don't really know if you're where you're supposed to be in life. Could be that. I don't know. All right. So anyway, Clifford and Autumn get into it because obviously he feel like it's too soon. She said it ain't soon enough. Mercedes mad because she said, well, damn, we ain't even had a chance to really get our stuff together to practice. We ain't ready to open. Haley's like, whatever, girl. We about to open up. Okay? So ain't nobody convinced that this is going to be a success. So next scene, this one's funny to me. So Mercedes' mama, y'all know she has a church. And so she's doing an ad about the food pantry that she's having at her church. The song she's using, where the money reside, where the money reside. Child, where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside. That's what she's using for the theme song for this. But the good thing is she's giving out food boxes, right? So she is giving back to the community. Now, another fun thing about this is that the actual dude who did the money, where the money reside, is in this episode. And we'll talk about that later, okay? So, we talked about the church, right? Now, from the church, they go into a scene with Lil Murda. So, if y'all see me stopping, I told y'all last time, I'm looking at my notes, okay? Now, Lil Murda, we know he's already confirmed the tour, right? It's like a 12-city tour. Him and his manager slash funeral home worker manager, they're going to do a 12-city tour, right? So he comes to pick him up or whatever, but before he goes anywhere, before they even confirm any plans for real, he goes over there to Clifford house. Excuse me. Because remember, Clifford has not been answering any phone calls, any text messages. Clifford is not trying to be bothered with him because he was like, you played me to the left in front of everybody. I knew you wasn't ready for what you were saying you was ready for. So Murda has had a lot of time to think, and he said, baby, I need my boo back. So he went over there, was talking to Clifford grandmama, and so Clifford overheard everything that he said, but he didn't make himself shown to really have a conversation. But Murda was like, look, I miss him and I was wrong and I want to see him. So I thought that was really cool, right? And side note, it's really dope to see straight actors play in gay roles and be very convincing in it. Like, I really feel like this is legit a love story. So Alphonse is doing a great job in this role. I just want to put that out there. Okay, so after that, Andre goes by Tydell's house. Y'all know Tydell is his goddaddy, right? So he stops by there and he sees people stealing his daddy water, his goddaddy water. So all that leads to him finding out, because, you know, he thought Tydell was a sleaze. When he found out the real reason that he wanted Promised Land there and how he wanted it to build a park with his name on it and for it to mainly benefit him, he ain't really had the best light of his goddaddy. But this let him know, I guess he ain't that big of a sleaze after all. The man actually has been paying people's utilities and notes who couldn't afford it. So that was something cool to learn about him, right? So next up, we back at Keyshawn's house with her redneck baby daddy. I ain't say that. That's what Diamond said, okay? So Keyshawn baby daddy. So y'all know in the prior episode, Keyshawn baby daddy finagled her way into getting to the dollar store to go see Diamond, right? Diamond wasn't feeling it. So she basically acted like she didn't have enough diapers and she had to go get some. Well, child, she stuck the Pampers in the diaper genie. Well, Derek found them. And Derek said, so basically, you was looking for an excuse to go see Diamond, right? And of course, y'all know he'd be beating on and stuff, so she got scared. And here's one thing I don't understand about Derek. How he's so insecure, but when you met her, she was stripping anyway. It's weird to me, this relationship they have, that it's abusive and he's very insecure, and I just don't understand. I wonder if they're going to show how they really linked up and got together, because it just seems like a really odd pair up to me, but that's a side note. So anyway, yeah. So basically, she was like, well, how did you know where I went? So he tracked her phone like a crazy baby daddy would do, child. Tracking her to see where she is and what time she was there. Y'all know she told her crazy baby daddy that Diamond had yelled at her. Y'all already know that Derek wanted to sue the man because the man whooped his behind, okay? So then he calling the police. I want to press charges. The whole scenario. It's a hot mess. It's just a hot mess, okay? Anyway, now we looking at Lil Murda, right? So Lil Murda and his manager, they riding around, you know, again, like I said, they getting ready for the tour. They called the DJ from the club, right? He can't do it because he in the studio with Megan Thee Stallion, okay? Now, the way we knew it was Megan Thee Stallion, obviously we knew the nails and, you know, the type of shit she say. So Megan Thee Stallion is making a cameo in this. Now, I don't know how much of a role she's going to have in this season. I guess we're going to see, but that was her first official cameo in the show, okay? So they in the murder mobile. I guess that's what it's called, child. It's a hearse murder mobile, whatever. That's what I'm going to call it. they end up at the jail. And so Murder was like, where we at? And dude was like, well, you're gonna need security, right? So this old Redbone child, southern fed, southern bred Redbone, you know, gorgeous smile, walks out, right, to some, I think I'm Big Meech, something like that, some Rick Ross song, right? So it's interesting because they obviously know each other, and they do the initial, like, you know how men kind of roast each other a little bit, like, you know, they cool. But when Murder hugged old boy, and I couldn't catch his name, when Murder hugged old boy, the look that he gave after he hugged him, I was like, it's more to this story, okay? So I'm curious to see what's going to develop from that. If you want to know my prediction, I don't feel like Clifford is Murder's first time messing around with a man. I think that he's done it before, and I think this dude may have been somebody that he may have had some experiences with, because it was just an odd look that he gave him when he hugged him. Okay. Anyway, they all get in the car, you know, whatever. So anyway, then we go to the tour manager. So the tour manager is at Keyshawn's house, and he basically talking about, yeah, I got her endorsements for eyelashes and nails and this and that and that. And so it's funny because Keyshawn, a lot of people assume that strippers are not smart, or people in the sex industry are not smart. And the thing that people don't realize is some of them are better business people than the people on the back end of all the entertainment. So she was like, so basically, you offer me all of this, but all of the things that I need, like my costumes, my hair, my nails, all of that is coming out of the money. So I ain't really winning on this. And I'm leaving my kids and my man, so you got to make it worth my while. So Blue Guap left, and he was like, what is this? Now she called me over here. Now all of a sudden she don't want to play no more. What's really going on? So that didn't work, right? And so, yeah. That scene kind of ended. So now we get back to Clifford house, y'all. So Clifford is having a moment, baby. He is not doing well with turning 40. He is not doing well with it, child. He don't want to do with it. So he's there, and he's just scrolling or whatever. Now, this is the part where I get scared, y'all. Now, listen, I do not play with scary movies, none of that kind of stuff. I don't do it. I don't watch it, none of that. So anyway, his grandma in there cussing and going on, child, watching some kind of movie. She said, Clifford, I need you to go take the trash out. So it goes over to the camera, and it shows, y'all know, remember the movie Scream? It shows somebody peeping in their window from the movie Scream. Now, I'm automatically assuming that that's somebody that Corbin sent to shake up Clifford, because he don't want to sell the paint, right? In my mind, I just knew, I was like, oh shit, they finna knock him off. Clifford about to be gone. Okay. So anyway, Clifford ain't paying no attention. You know, he got the trash. Now, personally, I ain't no fan of taking trash out at night. It just spooks me out, because I feel like it's like, you know, you never know. Somebody could pop up on you real quick, and then you can't really get away. Can't nobody see you. So, but anyway, he took the stuff out there, put it in the trash, baby. When Clifford got out there and put that stuff in that trash, they swooped him up, child. It was like 3 or 4 of them swooped him up. Baby, Clifford just hollering and screaming and trying to fight. The grandma in there having a good time cackling, baby, because y'all know she deaf. She can't hear. Grandma having a good time. Meanwhile, Clifford is fighting for his life. Y'all remember when R. Kelly said, I'm fighting for my life right now? Clifford was fighting for his life, trying to get out of whoever this was holding on to him. They put a bag over his head, put him in the trunk. Y'all, I was nervous. This is me. I'm sitting like this because I don't know what's going to happen, right? So anyway, they get in the car, they start riding, right? Now, turns out it was a setup, child. It was his friends set him up for a surprise before their birthday party, baby. Clifford was looking a mess because he was at home. He had his, you know, his rag on. He had his little, whatever, you know, your lounge around clothes, baby. He looked a mess. So they know him so well, baby. They got his hair together, his outfit together. So the setup of the party was dope. It was like an old school roller rink skating party. It was playing some, I mean, the music was, it's party music, child. But anyway, everything was set up. They had a cake looking like Clifford. Like, it was a really dope party. And it was really cool that they went to get him to give him a surprise party, okay? So he looking around, he enjoying the scene. Now, y'all know he got murder on the mind. So he was looking around, and the camera looks like it was Lil Murder, because you know Lil Murder do this little thing here, child. So he thinking that he's seeing Lil Murder, child. But anyway, so they pan from that. Now we back at the paint, okay? Now, the girls are in there, Mercedes, Autumn, and Whisper. I'm sorry, Autumn. No, we back at the Pink. And they basically show the girls noticing that the Paradise Room, the one that old boy got killed in, the pole is moving by itself. Now, apparently Whisper is into spirits and seance and all that shit here, because she going there and she looking at it, she thinking it's a good sign. She thinking she can make a wish, like it's a wishing wheel, child. I don't know, but still kind of creepy knowing somebody died in there. And Autumn is looking like, oh snap, because you know she the only one know that somebody died in there. The only people that know somebody died in there was the people that was in there. Okay, so anyway, we back at the party now. Cliff was having a good time. Everybody having a good time, baby. They pouring up, they dancing, they skating or whatever. And so Clifford talking trash or whatever, so he goes to get some skates, right? So the dude in the little area where the skates at, he looked just like Lil Murder. I ain't lying, with the mask on. So he took his mask off and he said, well, baby, I can't hear you with the mask on. Took the mask off, the boy looked like a carbon copy of Lil Murder, child. Okay? Now, they're obviously flirting, right? And so they're exchanging glances or whatever. And the dude basically, you know, pulls out his hot dog. It was like, happy birthday. So Clifford even said he ain't had no interaction in a while. So he's like, cool, that's what's up. So they get to going in the skate room, child. And Clifford was like, nah, I ain't trying to kiss because it's COVID. Well, the man done pulled out Clifford's hot dog and went to work. Song in the background playing, Shauna getting some head, child. I don't make the scenes, baby. I just report them, okay? So Clifford had him a good old time at that party, okay? So we back at the Pink again, okay? Now, this is the grand reopening, okay? And so the new Trinity, Mercedes, Whisper, and Roulette, this them, right? They popping off. So the song they're playing is a Beyonce song. I can't remember the name of it, 7-Eleven, right? And so y'all know that how that bass line hit. Anyway, so they dancing, whatever, looking good. They're killing the stage. The crowd is lit. Money all in the air. It's like, it's a scene. Y'all know how to Pink get down, right? So everything is good until Mercedes realized that everybody else is paying attention to everybody else but her. So Mercedes is, you know, she putting her best moves in, and the two new girls is really showing out on the pole. So naturally the people's attention is going there. So Mercedes is jealous, real jealous. Ain't no other way to say it. So Mercedes said, oh, okay. Oh, y'all think y'all gonna take the shine from me? I am Mercedes. I am I am that girl, right? She's like, nah. So now Mercedes gonna climb her injured behind. Y'all, Mercedes climbed so far up the pole, I felt like she was in outer space, baby. She climbed all the way up there and was trying to do a little flip or something like that. Baby, Mercedes' arm gave out, okay? Mercedes was flying. Mercedes did a slow fall to the stage. The slow fall so dramatic that all the people around was like this. Y'all, I thought Mercedes was dead. I thought Mercedes was dead, baby. I just knew. I said, Lord have mercy. I wasn't ready for this. Y'all done killed Mercedes off. I just really started getting into we season 2. How y'all gonna kill her this soon? I thought she was dead. That's all I can say. So they show her falling, this kind of stuff. Show her falling, and then the next scene is it's dark, it's rainy, it's stormy. This is where it get creepy. Dark, rainy, stormy night on the table. So she laid on the table, right? Thank God she ain't dead, because I just knew she was gone. Okay, so Diamond and Clifford are looking over, right? Now, who knew that Diamond knows root work, hoodoo? Now, again, I don't know much about this, so I ain't trying to offend nobody, so I'm going to be mindful of how I say what I'm saying. Now, I obviously know that hoodoo and root work and voodoo, you know, has some ties to African spiritualism and things like that. So it's something I don't know much about. And it's interesting because I didn't foresee them factoring it into P-Valley, you know, a show about strip clubs. And it's funny because someone had to educate me about the fact that a lot of voodoo, hoodoo, root work, and things like that does happen in Mississippi. The assumption is it's only in New Orleans. You know, that's what you would think. But anyway, who knew that Diamond was into all of that, child? Diamond had his hand all over her like this or whatever, you know, trying to heal her, whatever. And he kept the dude's ring because he's basically trying to keep the root off of him. And the other guy who got rid of the body. So it was some real it kind of got scary to me because y'all know I watch it at night and I was a little nervous and I was like, oh snap, okay, I don't really understand. But yeah, so he does his hand like this, and she literally is just like she's having an exorcism. It was the craziest thing. She just started like a fish, right? Like when you catch a fish and put it down, it's just okay. So he takes his hand or whatever he took off, and he takes it over to like a scale, the same type of scale you would use to weigh your bananas. Maybe he got that from Dollar General, child. I don't know. But anyway, he basically takes that weight off his shoulder. Child. He says it's exactly 7 pounds. What is significant about 7 pounds, y'all? It takes 7 pounds to pull the trigger of a gun. Baby, they done told us that Mercedes was the one that killed that man. I was outdone, okay? And so Mercedes now is pissed because she looking over at Haley like, this your fault. This your fault I'm in this in the first place, okay? And so after he puts this invisible 7 pounds on the scale, the window creaks open. Again, I didn't know this was coming, y'all. It kind of took me aback, right? So anyway, they get ready to walk out. Now Mercedes is healed. He's taking this weight off of her. He got the ring, so he done did the root work, the hoodoo voodoo, all that kind of stuff. He done did it, and it's done. So she good. So they get to walking out, and so she basically tells Autumn, look, he's in my dreams talking to me, telling me you left me. He's telling me you left me. You left me for dead. I took you in, and this is how you would do me. And Haley was like, girl, I came back. Autumn said, yeah, but Mercedes was like, well, you weren't going to come back. You had to think about it. And so the dream is telling her, which is true, because when Autumn's old boy was in there and he was like, go get the money, she was about to get the money and go home. She wasn't going to get the money and go back in there with Mercedes, which I thought was real raggedy. But Mercedes was like, basically, baby, you got to go, because he's still talking to me in my dreams. My arm messed up. I done almost fell to my death. Fooling around with you, you're going to have to go. Okay? So needless to say, this relationship is slowly unraveling between them two. Okay? Next, Derek and Keyshawn. So Derek and Keyshawn, y'all know I told you that Derek is not on board with her going on this tour. Derek is not on board with Keyshawn being around any man. Okay, so now we at the next scene. So Derek and Keyshawn, we at their house, child. Keyshawn done put on her perfume and her satin nightgown, baby. She is about to, whatever she about to do, she about to convince Derek into something, child. So she gets to talking and she gets to doing what she doing, baby. She convinces Derek to let her go. Let's just say she used her power to convince her crazy baby daddy to let her go on tour with the men, all the men that he finds to be a threat to go on tour. So yeah, so Keyshawn going on tour, y'all. And so the last scene back at the paint. Now, it's like bluegrass blues music, right? And so Autumn is there, she listens to music, and they pan over to the security cameras. Now, again, I told y'all this stuff kind of gets creepy to me. They pan over to the security cameras, the one that was the old Paradise Room. Baby, it showed the man in there. The man that's supposed to be dead, child, they showed him in there. Like I said, the same room where the poles is moving by itself, they showed him in there. That freaked me all the way out, okay? So Autumn is in there. She doing a little solo spin around a club. I don't really understand this scene too much, but anyway, while she's there, Andre showed up. And they started to chat it up. I mean, it's obvious it's obvious they still have feelings for each other. So I guess we're going to see. Y'all know Andre's still married. I just want to make sure to put that in there. Anyway, they end with a slow dance. And then the very last scene is showing Keyshawn kissing her babies goodbye, baby. She done knocked Derek out, baby. He's still asleep. Kissing her babies goodbye and headed on tour. So I know I was late with this, y'all, but I always give y'all a thorough episode review. So if you like the content, ready for more, hit subscribe, let your friends know, share with others. Again, I know I'm late with this one, okay? I'm late with this one. I had a lot going on. Late with this one, but the episode 3 I will be posting this week. So y'all about to get 2 videos from me this week, okay? So I made up for it. Anyway, I see y'all again. Holla.